Hi, have you heard of leadpreneurship? I bet you probably haven't. Well, this is the new science of self development, leadership, and entrepreneurship put together. Let me try to break that down for you very quickly. Self development is the process through which one sets out to improve their knowledge, their skills, their mindset, and character for the purpose of achieving the best version of themselves. That doesn't require any further explanation. Leadership is a term that is often understood more on the outward orientation of leadership than the inward. Let me explain this. Leadership has two main aspects. The first aspect is what generally comes up when we talk about leadership. We define it as the ability to inspire, guide, and influence others to achieve common purpose. We often forget about the inward orientation of leadership because I believe you cannot be a good leader unless you have good self-leadership skills. You cannot be a wonderful leader if you cannot lead yourself. Therefore, the self-leadership concept that is part of the broader leadership concept is actually very important and sometimes even more important than the outward orientation. And self-leadership, if we can define it, is the process through which one uses their thought, their emotions, and their actions to try to achieve a personal or business or professional goals, all within a framework of a particular purpose and with a lot of self-discipline connected to it. And then the third concept is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is, again, another process through which one identifies opportunities, take risks, and create value by building a business or bringing a solution. A lot of the times when we talk about entrepreneurship, we connect it only to the commercial aspect of things, but entrepreneurship is not just about commercial activities. It's a word that comes from French, entreprendre, which means undertake, undertake anything of value. So you can be entrepreneurial in your work. Have you heard of the word intrapreneurship? If you haven't, you can Google it. You can be entrepreneurial in a social context where you can bring some solution to your society or your community that brings a lot of value. You can also be entrepreneurial even in the spiritual sense where you can, help a lot of people to discover themselves and use creative ways in doing so. So when you put these three things together, it's a holistic approach to helping people not just understand who they are and how they can develop the best potential that they have in them, but also be able to impact the world and create sufficient wealth so that they have enough freedom to really become what they want to become, because we need economic power to be able to achieve our vision of life and to be financially independent so that you are not forced because of limitations of in terms of financial means to be doing work that you don't necessarily want to do. So when you put all these three things together, it really is something that can add value to a lot of people's lives. And these things connect very well, and it's something that will be of interest to those who want to really not just go with the flow of life, but be able to have a vision, break it into goals, and put themselves in achieving that because they have a very clear sense of identity. They also have a vision that they want to achieve. They want to impact their society, and they want to live in a manner that is relatively free, that doesn't depend on someone else's dictating to them how they use their time and how they make their life meaningful and purposeful. So this could be something that may be of interest to you. If you want to know more about this or if you need help, I would encourage you to contact us. I do talk about entrepreneurship a lot these days as part of the Afropreneur Summit platform that I've initiated a few years back. And every year we have many events happening in Australia. Our next Afropreneur Summit is happening in South Australia, in Adelaide specifically. I would like to invite you, if you live in South Australia or if you can travel to South Australia, you will be able not only to meet people who are already great achievers in what they do, you'll be able to learn more, not just about entrepreneurship, but about leadership, self-leadership, self-development, all of that leadpreneurship thing that I've just talked to you about. I hope you will see value in joining us. If you can't make it in Adelaide, we'll have a next one in Perth on the 18th of October, and in on the 1st of November in Sydney. We're also even going to New Zealand on the 8th of November. I'm encouraging you to consider attending one of these. You could take a business holiday in New Zealand and have the opportunity not just to meet new people, but look into business opportunities and have some time for yourself in that process. If you want to know more, by the way, I forgot the date for Adelaide is on 15th of August, so in just about 3 weeks from now. Please join us. The details will be somewhere on the video or in the link. Thank you very much. Be blessed.